All right, here we go. So here I am playing Armed Dragons, and this deck is insane. This deck creates an infinite negate. Now, this infinite negate was originally being done using Union Carrier, but Union Carrier is currently banned in this game now. So I'm gonna do this a little bit differently. So go into Galaxy Tomahawk using two level sevens. So, in case you guessed it, yes, this particular combo can be done in Kashtira very easily in Kashtira. So, I'm going to go Link Spider, and I use that white to grab White Veil right here. Going to do the Cold Breaker. Use these two to go into Isold. Isold is going to send Moon Mirror Shield, and then I basically go into Shooter Riser Dragon, and then into Baron the Floor. Summon a couple more monsters back out. So summon the Tempest back out, and then one more monster using the other card in my hand. Go into IP Masquerena. Use those two to go into Crusader Evermax, and then into Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess, and then of course some more brings out Miss Valley Apex Avian. Now this board right here is absolutely insane, right? I get two negates with the Appaloosa. My opponent can't just crash into anything. They have to attack into Crusader Evermax first, because this card right here forces them to target this card first for attacks. It's hard to beat over. Cannot be destroyed by card effects since I made it with IP Masquerena. And if they do manage to get rid of it, I can shuffle one card on the field back into the deck, right? This card has a lot of effects, and it is an insane card, and it can't be targeted, by the way. So not only can it not be destroyed by card effects, but it can't be targeted by card effects either. Apex Avian is basically a negate that if you have a Miss Valley card, you can return that card to your hand. Of course, when we had Union Carrier, you would use this card right here, Miss Valley Thunderbird. This card will be on the field somewhere. It returns to the hand, summons itself back onto the field. It's not once per turn, becomes an infinite negate, right? This card protects all the wind monsters underneath it, or winged beast monsters, I mean, underneath it. Set that backwards. And then, of course, Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess, two negates, monster negates, of course, and then Baron the Floor, Omni negate. This card also can destroy something by popping it. And then there's one effect that a lot of people don't take advantage of, which is once per turn, during the standby phase, you can target one level 9 or lower monster in the graveyard, return this card to the extra deck, and if you do, special summon that monster. So what should I do? Exactly what you thought. Go ahead and summon out Miss Valley Thunderbird, and then I'm going to negate. Miss Valley Thunderbird is going to come back, do it exactly over again in that same order, do it all over again for a third time, and my opponent realizes this is an infinite negate. So, just going to go ahead and show my deck list real quick. And then I'm going to show y'all the simplified way to do that combo, because I did a little bit of extra in there that you're not going to be able to pull off in every game. So this is my particular deck that I used. Now, I did change this card out right here for the attack gainer. So instead of using attack gainer as part of that combo, I use this Secret Six Samurai because it is a wind monster, and this card works best with wind monsters. So that's why I'm doing that, in case people are wondering. So I'm gonna go ahead and showcase what a typical combo looks like. I'm gonna just go to any of these, doesn't really matter. And I'm gonna just showcase what the combo looks like, the combo line. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with Pile Arm Dragon right here. And I'm going to send the level 3. That's gonna allow me to draw a card. Draw into Dragoonity Armor Graham. And then I'm going to activate the pile arm dragon to send a level 5. And at this point, I'm going to grab Tempest. Now, you do need to be able to summon one more time at least. You need one more summon past the Tempest point. So once you get here, I'm just going to summon or banish these two monsters from the grave to put this onto the field, just like that. Now, that's where my Arm Dragon Flash is going to come into play right here. But if you could find some other monster that can summon, that's what you need. So we're going to go into Galaxy Tomahawk. Activate Galaxy Tomahawk. Then you're just going to summon your tokens out, right? And then we're going to go Harpy Conductor using this and this. Very similar to the original line that we were doing with Union Carrier, which was a little bit easier than what we're doing now. This is a little bit more complicated, but not too bad. And you have to have an additional card this time now. So usually once you would go into some more, you would go Union Carrier, put that over here, and then you'd summon an additional monster, and then use a token plus that to go into IP Masquerena. Basically that would be your combo. You could end it there, and then you'd have your infinite negate. Now this time around it's a little bit different. We're going to activate Arm Dragon Flash. Oh, I just messed up. Ooh, I just messed up. Oh no, I didn't. I did it correctly. I'm talking so much and I thought I messed myself up, but I didn't. So we're going to go into Link Spider right here. We're going to use these two monsters to go into Code Breaker. And then you have to put it underneath some more Bird of Sovereignty, straight underneath. You can't do left or right. The reason why is because this needs to be co-linked. And then you could summon out that from the deck. Then you're going to go into Code Breaker, the level 3. And then again, you're going to go right underneath. So then that way it's co-linked. Then you just summon these two out on both sides. And then from there, you're going to use the two side pieces, this one and this one, to go into Isold. And then Isold, you don't want to activate this first effect. So cancel that. You don't want to activate that, because that first effect reads, if this card is link summon, you can add one warrior monster from your deck to your hand. But for the rest of this turn, you cannot normal summon or special summon monsters with that name, nor activate their effects. And you don't want that. So that's not what we're going to do. The effect doesn't matter. We really just need a warrior tuner. So if you have two different tuners, possibly you could do it. Or if you're playing Kashtira, you could actually activate that and grab Rise Heart. So you can do it in Kashtira, but in this deck, don't do that. Right? So you're going to then activate the second effect, which you're just going to send a spell, an equip spell. You're going to send the Moon Mirror Shield, and if you just so happen to draw this card and it's in your hand and you need to have it in your deck, early in the combo, just activate it onto the field, attach it to something, and link it off. Once you link it off, it'll destroy, and then it'll automatically make you pay 500 life points, and then you put it either on the top or bottom of your deck. Simple enough. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Then we're going to summon out the 6 Samurai right here, and then go into the Riser Dragon, Shooter Riser Dragon, Shooting Riser Dragon. Then we're going to activate this card's effect. And we're going to send Miss Valley Thunderbird to the graveyard. That's how it gets in your graveyard. Then we are going to go into Baron de Fleur. And then from here, what we're going to do next, we could make more plays activating like Armorgram and basically doing some of the stuff we were doing earlier, like going into IP Masquerade and all that extra stuff. If you have those plays, those lines, you can do that, right? But we're not going to do that because I don't have enough to do that many plays. But I can go into Crusadia Avermax this turn with what I do have. So if you can summon twice, you can do the plays that you saw me do. But if you can only summon one more time, you don't want to do that, right? This card right here required 3 tributes to be able to normal summon. So I wouldn't be able to use this. This can be summoned, but I don't have any other plays. So I just stop here, right? Then I'm just going to set my Call by the Grave, toggle on, and you can still use Baron's negate all the way up until the point of when it comes off the field. So if they were to activate something, when you activate your Baron de Fleur, you can still use the negate after you've already activated the Baron de Fleur switch out effect. So it can actually negate them from stopping you from using the Baron de Fleur switch out effect. So just be aware of that. So we're going to go Apex Avian right here. And then during the standby phase, we're going to activate Baron de Fleur to switch out for Mist Valley Thunderbird. And there we go. And look, they can't attack, they can't do anything. If they activate any effects, it gets negated. That's why this deck is so powerful for that reason alone. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, and catch y'all on the next one. Peace.